I've loved gold for a very long time, and we're starting to see something here. Personally, I would love to see gold pull back. I would love to see its shiny friend silver, the much cheaper shiny friend silver. I would love to see them pull back. Not because I don't like gold. I love gold. I love silver a lot more, but I've been buying the metals, the actual physical metal, and I would love to see it pull back so I can buy a little bit more. I've actually been holding off for a couple of weeks, and so far it's paid out. And judging by what I'm seeing here, I might not wait too much longer, because as you can see here, look at this. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. And there's a tremendous amount of positive divergence here. The MACD histogram is going higher. This looks like you might want to cross over. There's a little bit of positive divergence there. 114 is very strong for gold, and as we can see, there was a lot of heavy. As you can see previously, there was they were getting out of it, and eventually it broke down a little bit. But 114 has been pretty strong, and the volume has been a little bit lighter. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And this is the small little downtrend. If it breaks 114, you're looking at probably around 112, and this would be a nice little buy area if gold pulls back to about 106, maybe even low 100s. Silver, I'm not going to spend much time on. Similar thing. Look at this. This thing looks absolutely phenomenal. It is beautiful. I'm loving this. We're starting to see a nice little money flow go into it. Similar situation. And there was distribution. That's the word that I was looking for. And there was a little distribution, heavy volume on the downside, heavy volume on the downside. There is a little bit of distribution still, but as you can see, recently there's been a tremendous amount of money flow going in. I'm not going to spend too much time on silver. I would love for it to break 17. I would love to see it pull back to 16, maybe even 14. It goes into 14. I'm full force going in there, buying as much silver as I possibly can. So let's pull back out of this a little bit here, and this was the dollar. On the NASDAQ, I'm not going to spend too much time in it. The one good thing, this is the weekly chart, obviously. This is the weekly on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ crossed over. We'll see what happens a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much into it because we covered it on the daily. As we can see, the volume was pretty decent last week, and the money flow doesn't look great. On the weekly, these things really don't look that great. However, on the Dow, we can see that the volume over here is starting to turn around a little bit. It's still not phenomenal, but it's there, and we broke out of it. We broke out of it, but as you can see, there's a tremendous amount of resistance there, and we covered this on a daily. We can just see it on a longer term scale. But it broke down under the 50, and it temporarily it's trading above there. Dollar, we spoke on this before. Here is the long-term gold chart, and as we can see here, it's had a really nice uptrend. It's completely outperformed pretty much everything out there, and it's a nice little trend. However, we're starting to see there was a huge amount of volatility and volume moving around. Looks like the 50, this is a very important area. It has crossed over here on the MACD, so that's a little bit negative. This is a very important area right here, and like I said, I would love to see it pull back to 110, maybe even 106, but if it does that, then it might actually be in downtrend. But we're right there. It looks like it wants to break its trend, but this is something that's difficult to go long, difficult to go short right here, simply because there is no definite sign of what's going on right now. Silver, I love silver a lot more than I like gold. I tremendously like silver. I would really like to see it pull back a little bit again so that I can step in and start purchasing it. All these charts that I've shown recently, these are the weekly ones, but I mean, obviously you can see here that it says weekly. Similar situation, crossed over, a little bit of a battle here, a little bit of negative divergence on the MACD histogram. The uptrend on silver, however, was broken, and it's trading in a small little channel. And channels usually are significant of continuation patterns, and I'm going to color it a little bit differently, and it's been trading in this channel for quite some time. but a little bit of negative divergence here, a little bit of selling on the down days, light volume on the up days, even though this one turned around. So considering that that the dollar has been pulling back a little bit, gold and silver really haven't turned around. They've actually been trading somewhat congruent, somewhat similar. This is my background. And they've been trading somewhat similar to what we've been seeing here. So there you have it. There's a dollar. There's gold over since July. Since July, they've been trading very congruent, very similar. And we'll see what happens. Until then, thank you very much for taking time to watching the video report. Little by little, we'll start adding things, changing things. Obviously, as time goes by, I'll get better at it. But I truly hope you enjoyed this little program. And the program that I use is actually a very good one. It's called Free Screen Recorder. You can really customize it, and I like it tremendously. Thank you very much, and enjoy your trade. Bye-bye.